What's up all my successful gamers, and welcome back to the Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green 100% walkthrough. In the last episode we got the Ruby Gem. This episode we are after the Sapphire Gem to give to Celio. And we're also going to be taking out the Team Rocket hideout, but first we need to get the second password. Let's go on in here. We are at island number 6. Our rival's in this Pokemon Center right here, but he's about to take off, so it's impossible to get all the Pokemon by hanging around just these parts. Maybe there are Pokemon we don't know about somewhere far away. It sounds like he's done with his Pokedex. Sounds like he got all there is to get. I don't know how he's so fast with it, but yeah, that's gonna be the last time we see him until the rematch. Yeah, the reason why we're here in island number 6 is because this is where we get the second password. The Pokemon hideout, as we already learned, is on island number 5, so there's no point in going to island 5, then going, to island 6, and then back to island 5. So we're just going to start off island 6 and get the password, clear out everything that we can here, and then we'll head back to island 5. But, so if you use a Super Rod here, you can find a Qwilfish on Pokemon Fire Red. I've already actually caught it. This is it right here, Qwilfish. If you are on Leaf Green, you can find a Remoraid. That's a tiny little fishy, even tinier than Magikarp. But it does evolve into Octillery, I believe, at level 25. Octillery is just a little octopus. Now, in this grass, you can actually find a Sentret. This is what this little guy looks like. So adorable, I swear. And he actually evolves at level 15. So I think I just found another one and killed it. But yeah, he evolves at level 15 into well, I guess I'll just show you, because we can actually just go ahead and grab him and probably just evolve him this episode, because he evolves at such a low level 15 that doesn't even matter. We'll evolve him this episode. Make sure that I do that. I was coming down here to grab this hidden item right here, both of these two. And I'm actually gonna swim down here. Damn, the encounter rate's so high. Damn, how's it go from a level, damn, maybe we should have catched this Oddish. Went from a level freaking 10 Sentret to a 44 Oddish. So, one of the reasons we want to catch another Oddish, and I probably should have caught that one, is because we're eventually, I think, gonna get a Sunstone. And, we can, give a Sunstone to our Gloom and it'll evolve into a Blossom. But that Dragon Skill you can give to Seadra. If you guys didn't remember, you can give it to Seadra and trade it, and it'll evolve to a Kingdra. Alright, now I'm actually going to go back up here and actually kill this Bureau so we can get a level up real quick. I'll take that. Alright, now let's talk to this guy. Should be a fight. I'm practicing in secret so no one can see me. What are you practicing right here, bro? Over here, up here in the corner, looking out at sea. Alright, and from this point on, we're basically going to be facing near level 50s. So we should be getting some really good XP, so probably going to evolve this Swinub into Piloswine, and then we'll probably go back and get that Sentret and evolve it. And then probably pick up something else along the way that we got to evolve, because we're going to find a bunch of new Pokemon starting basically right now. Oh wow, you really just self-destructed on me, eh? Wow, I'm surprised that I lived that. That's crazy. Dude's almost level 15, he doesn't even know Explosion. Alright, cleared this guy out. Piggy! Piggy's level 32. Alright, up we go. My boyfriend's always busy, so I come swimming by myself. Damn, that's crazy. You don't want to spend time with you? Rough. Alright, so new Pokemon we haven't seen here before. Chinchou. I think that's how you say that name. I don't even know. Probably butchered it, but this thing evolves into its Evolve form at level 27, but she's actually going to have the Evolve form, so if I wasn't confused, this thing would have died a long time ago. we got hit with a spark. Oh no. Damn, I thought that was gonna be it. Alright, had to heal the Poke Bros. What? You're suggesting that you're sick of seeing swimmers like me? I never said that. That's crazy. Oh man, it's putting words in my mouth. But you know what? I'm sick and tired of you. Alright, should be a double battle here coming up pretty soon. Alright, so this is going to be our double battle right here. Hello Pokemon, it's time to battle. Twins! Mia and Mew. Double Pikachus, huh? Alright, let's see here. Maybe we should confuse Ray the other one. I don't even know if we're going to outspeed that thing. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God it wasn't on freaking Golbat. If he faints, that's gonna set our freaking friendship down a little bit. Alright, let's hidden power that one. Maybe we can wing attack that one and kill it. Damn it. I was afraid of that. That's a little unfortunate. Alright, at least he got a little level up. Damn, how do kids have... Oh, wow. This thing evolves at level 33? I swear I thought it was level 38. Heck, I think we'll pass. Damn, should we go back and get that ferret already? I don't feel like having this thing in our party for that long. But I'm glad we don't have to do that no more. Okay, we definitely need to evolve him, though. But it's good, because we took away the experience share and we gave it back to Golbat, so... Alright, so this is the water path. We can actually go up here and fight this lady next. Aroma Lady Rose. And she has a Sunkern. Now a Sunkern can evolve into... Well, she has the next form that it evolves into, but only after you give it a Sunstone. So you kind of have to choose between this thing and giving it to your Gloom to evolve into a Blossom. Which I think kind of neither might be... I don't know, I don't know if anyone would be special over the other. Maybe Blossom would be? When are you going to evolve into a Crobat though? That's what I want to know. Probably not soon, especially after I just got it freaking killed. Alright, this lady loves Heracross. If you show her a record-breaking Heracross, she'll actually give you a nest ball. That's literally it. She'll just give you a nest ball. Alright, so now we're gonna go surf down here to the bottom right, grab an Elixir. And there is going to be a hidden berry right here. Just past Heracross lady. So this is the water path. Done. Now this is the green path. And this is actually where our Charizard is going to have a lot of fun again. So obviously it's, you know, a bunch of forest types in here. Alright, and there's a bunch of trainers in here as well, so... Alright, and God, I forgot we got rid of all our moves. I guess we're gonna have to strength everything. That's a little unfortunate. I think it would be a lot easier if we had Flamethrower. Maybe we should not have done Charizard. I'm so mad I had to make this thing my HM slave. I should have planned to bring my HM slave, but that's okay. We would have to ditch a party member and that thing wouldn't get XP, so... Just keep popping strength until I guess we run out of moves for it. But yeah, I think there's like 11 or 12 trainers in here, so there's a lot. There's definitely a lot of trainers in here, but let's try to actually find the 3 new Pokemon, which are... I thought we were going to run into it first try. We could find a Leppa in here, as well as a Spinarak. They're not game exclusive, but depending on which game you're playing, you're going to find one or the other a lot easier. So for us, we're going to find Spinarak a lot easier than we're going to find Leppa. And then in the middle, somewhere is going to be our Heracross we can find in here. So we have 3 Pokemon to find and catch. The only thing is, these wild Pokemon, like the highest level is... I mean, all the levels are going to be either 9, 14, except for the Heracross, that's going to be 15, 20, 25, or 30. So all the Pokemon are pretty damn weak in here. Alright, here is the Spinarak. This thing evolves into Gyarados at level 22. I will also be evolving this thing probably this episode. This one, Leppa, and Heracross doesn't evolve, so we don't gotta worry about him, but I don't even think I'm gonna go back to that lady and try to get a Nest Ball, because it's just a Nest Ball. I have like 50 Ultra Balls, so... yeah, this same thing that we already have, just works better on weaker Pokemon, but... but screw that noise. Yeah, we don't need it. It's crazy how there's such high level trainers here with like the lowest level of Pokemon. So I guess we'll just name it Gwen. Spider Gwen! Yeah, there you go, Spider Gwen. Alright, we found a Heracross. Did I name someone Brick? And I feel like I named somebody Hammer. Alright, Leppa, where the hell are you at? You're the last one. Oh, another Heracross. Hey, we finally found this damn thing. Look how freaking cute it is! Oh my god. So cute. Level 100 Leppa. Easy. Don't evolve it, just boom, level 100 Leppa. Leppa gather from everywhere to cluster and keep each other warm. They're so cute! 5-star Pokemon. Cute. You're cute, dude. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We can finally face all of these damn trainers here. Let's do it. How do you raise your Pokemon? With authority! Level 50 Chansey. This is going to be a crap ton of XP. Who are we going to split it with, though? Oh, if we're going to give it a Blast Burn just yet, because I honestly think a Blast Burn might, this thing might survive it with the amount of freaking HP this thing has. Now we gotta use Poke Flute. Now we haven't used that thing in a minute. Missed the Egg Bomb. What a loser. Wow, Strength actually killed it, even though it was a crit. I was not expecting that at all. Air Cutter. Get rid of Astonish. We're not going to use Crobat. I think it's a little too late to use Crobat. caught a bug Pokemon that lives only around here. Damn, if we were healed, I probably might try to take this thing. I kind of want to try to take this thing, but I don't want to die. Level 49 is scary. One attack, screw it. It's mainly got bug moves and it has fighting moves. I don't think it has anything that... Oh, counter. Golbat, I gotta stop killing you, bro. Alright. Alright, you come here. I love bug Pokemon, that's why I'm here all the time. Am I the only girl like that? Not the only girl, but you know, it is a little rare. Women typically don't like bugs. Every once in a blue moon you'll find one. Don't kill that spider, you gotta save it and put it outside. That's when I stomp on it twice. Fuck no! All spiders need to die. And you know, you have that one girl that's like, that figured out that spiders run towards you when they're scared. Bullshit! That's what I think. I think bullshit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, kill yourself. Damn, he didn't kill himself. Die! Well, you brought me out for what? Snubbull thought it was gonna be easy over there. Snubbull's another Pokemon that we haven't seen. Evolves into Granbull, starting at level 23. I think it's a Fairy type Pokemon, but it's not Fairy type in this game. Come here, you. Yeah, look at all the bug Pokemon. Damn, Stun Spore? Ow. I think maybe I just switch train him on this next one. Well, actually, I don't need to, but... Alright, Charizard. We gotta cure that Paralyze on my boy. Alright, next guy, rock guy right here. We're gonna use Vaporeon. Surf away. To be honest, we probably should have just ditched our Piloswine and probably grabbed one of those other Pokemon, but I just didn't want to go all the way back. We'll just have to do some first secret training, but we should get those other two evolves pretty quickly still. All I'm saying is that we could have been doing it right here, right now already. Are you taking a good look around your feet? And by the way, what he just means by that is, basically in this grass, right, is, there's some parts where the grass doesn't grow, so all the people think that it's like some kind of a huge sign or something. And for all I know, it could be, maybe it's just in a different language, but, if you actually look at the picture of this area, it don't really look like anything, so... Alright, let's go up from here. Gotta fight you. Look, there are funny patterns on the ground. Yeah, just was talking about that actually. See, if only Charizard had his flamethrower, man, I'd probably been using him still, but that's okay. Vaporeon and Jynx are still gonna be like the main MVPs of the Elite Four for us. And like I said, not gonna use any legendaries. I might use Suicune, but like as for like the other ones, two we're probably gonna get maybe in this episode. I don't know. This might be actually a little bit of a long one if we include the legendaries, but you know, if we use Deoxys, then I don't know, it might feel a little unfair. So I don't think I'm gonna use that. Probably just do it with my regular party, just like I have it. We might go grab Mewtwo. I think that would be nice if we grab Mewtwo. I might grab Mewtwo. Probably actually replace Charizard for him. Oh, he got put to sleep. And dude's that one shot? Arco bet, and I'm gonna chance it. Nice. I think we're good here. I don't want to waste the turn doing Pokeflute, so I'll just do it after this little section here. Now 1500? My goodness. Wake your ass up, Vaporeon! We got shit to do. I'm working to preserve the natural ecology of Pokemon here, and by just standing in one spot, how you doing? Great! I think this lady has 3 Clefairies. And don't forget, you guys can grab 2 Clefairies, or you guys can just use a Ditto. For the breeding thing, Dittos tend to be like the male substitute for anything, so you can just store your Ditto in the daycare and just leave it there. And then just keep bringing it female of whatever you want it to basically breed. Just have that thing be the daddy of a bunch of freaking tiny babies everywhere. Make that guy have like freaking 300, or what is it, 200? No, I think it was 300. Just make that guy have 300 kids for your level 4 sticker. Yep, just bring in a bunch of females, so breed them all. $38. When are you going to evolve, my dude? Evolve! I think after this guy we got 2 more. I think this is the Pinsir Heracross dude. I don't think Aura Beam is gonna kill it since it's part fighting. Yeah, that's probably not a smart thing. I was thinking bug. I was like, Actually, I was thinking grass, not even bug fighting. I should have known that that wasn't gonna work. Alright, last 2 should be down here. I just passed one. You know, it just doesn't feel right if I don't use bug Pokemon. You think so? Doesn't feel right, huh? This thing doesn't evolve in these games. I think like a lot later in later generation it evolves. But I think it evolves after it learns a specific move, Ancient Power. Alright, let's see if he evolves now. So yeah, 2 Yanmas, 2 Beedrills. Alright, last one should be this lady right here. Of course, we're into one last wild Pokemon. Chomp out of you, Heracross. What you gonna do? Nothing. You're fainted. Gone. Take a deep breath. Isn't the air delicious? It actually smells like bugs and grass, and not even cut grass. Smells awful in here. And you got dumb, sweaty campers like yourself. Alright, Hoppip. She actually has the evolved form of this little Pokemon right here. He evolves into Skiploom at level 18. And there's actually a 3rd evolution called Jumpluff, and that evolves from Skiploom at level 27. These guys are grass flying. Nice. Yeah, grass and flying should be 4 times effective. Outspeeds me is crazy. If you'd like, I can teach you how to breathe properly. Bro, that sounds curious. Very curious. Where am I going? Not that way. Alrighty. Green path. Think green, keep nature clean. So we're back down here at Green Path. We want to go surfing this way. It's gonna be a little trainer right here. Huh? Didn't think anyone was gonna run up on you, huh? Psychic Jacqueline. Give her a couple of Aurora Beams. I think our next Pokemon's gonna be a Slowbro, and she also has a Kadabra. Zap! Alright, Hidden Power actually fell short. Interesting. Tropex got it. Alright, level 40? Is it time for you to evolve now? Listen, I'm sorry I made you faint twice. That was so irresponsible of me. Can you please just evolve? Oh, man. Okay, well, by the way, down here, like right in front of this girl, there is an item, but only if you are in Group A, you'll get an Ultra Ball right here in front of her. Now we need to go up right here. It's going to be, I think, 5 more people. I'll just keep using Shockwave, I guess, on probably literally every single Pokemon here, I think, except for Muk. It's eventually going to be a Muk. Let's have a 2-on-2 Marine battle. Ava and Geb. Look at the little twerp. Yeah, let's fly and get him out of this situation, actually. We did not want him to freaking take any water moves. He's going to die. I'm hanging on to my sister because I can't touch the bottom. Well, you're in the middle of the ocean. I do prefer the sea over any pool. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts. I'd be terrified. Gasp, gasp. Now that we beat him, let's actually go off to the right here, and let's pop our item finder. If we're lucky, if we're in Group C, we'll find a star piece on this little bit of land. And this fisherman right here is actually hiding a little peepee up for us. I'm having no luck at all. A battle be a change of pace. That little accent right there, that's crazy. Alright, 2 of the same Pokemon, Qwilfish, level 49. By the way, all of these waters, they don't have any new Pokemon. It's all the same Pokemon basically for like every, like if I don't put it in the description, it's always going to be the same thing. Like your Magikarp with the old rod, your Horsey or your Krabby, depending on what game you're on, playing, you know, or using the good rod. Magikarp with the good rod too. You know, Horsey, Qwilfish, Krabby, Remoraid, Gyarados, Seadra, Kingler, and Psyduck, and Slowpoke also with the super rod. And then just your average Tentacruel and Tentacool with surfing. Every once in a while, maybe you'll find a Psyduck or Slowpoke, but basically, you know, the base rule for the surfing and the fishing for almost every route. And then obviously the levels differ for each one that you use, so old rod will be level 5, good rod 5 through 15, and then super rod can be like 15 through like 35 usually. So on the left side, we're gonna have a Team Rocket grunt, and again, if we are in Group C, there's gonna be a netball right around here. There's no rare Pokemon around these parts, not a one. That burns me up, man. I'll take it out on you. Team Rocket grunt, what the hell are you doing way out here? Did you even swim here? You even got no Pokemon that can swim. How did you get here? Maybe Golbat can fly, but let's be honest, Golbat can't learn fly. Crobat maybe, but Golbat? I don't know, maybe Golbat can learn fly. I don't think it can though. Regardless, how did you get here, my mans? This cave that he's guarding, by the way, I believe, I don't know if the game was rushed or whatever, it was supposed to have more, but for us, it's only going to contain Zubat, and Zubat only. Thanks to levels go by 2, starts at 6, ends all the way at 16. You literally have a 100% chance to find a Zubat, nothing else in there. Not even worth checking out, but I'll just show you guys just cause. This whole entire route up here was literally just to get a whole bunch of XP, so if you guys are into the whole skipping trainers route, you know, definitely skip this whole entire freaking northern route on Island 6. You haven't seen any rare Pokemon, have you? Why would I tell you? I know who you work for. So yeah, All-Terrain Cave. Literally nothing in here except for a Zubat. I might actually even just put a picture of what this place looks like, because there's no item in here. There's no Pokemon, so I'll probably just put a picture of what it looks like, and we'll just get out of here already. All right, let's go ahead and fly all the way back, and now we're gonna be headed towards the bottom side of this island. All right, so we got Ferret. Let's go ahead and just Verse Seeker this guy. Oh, of course that doesn't work like that. Oh, that was. Screw you, Nintendo. Hopefully we get a high level Pokemon and this works. I don't think it's gonna work though. Alright, let's go fight this guy down here. Going down now, south. Tell me, where are the mountains around these parts? Dude, tell me you're not serious. You're standing on a mountain, my friend. Alright, after this guy, we can go back and grab the next one, which is probably gonna be Spinarak. Alright, that worked. That's a level up and also an evolution. I lost my way while I was busy battling. Come on, man. Just stop. Come on, man. Alright, so there we go. We have a ferret. Freaking hiker. Makes no sense, man. I don't know what we're doing. We could actually just fly back. We don't risk getting into another fight with wild Pokemon. Alright, just grabbing Spider-Gwen here now. Put him right there, and we actually, this time around, we actually need our Vileplume. Where the hell did I leave it, though? Ah, here it is. Yeah, we need our Vileplume because we're gonna need Cut. So make sure you guys bring something that knows Cut. It's very, very important that you guys bring something that knows Cut, okay? But another look at this cute-ass ferret Pokemon. Look at it. Hasty nature. Alright, another Oddish. I need to swap off Gwen here, but I'm actually going to paralyze this thing and try to catch it, because we're actually going to get a Sunstone really shortly, and I'm going to use the Sunstone on Gloom to get a Blossom. But like I said, you guys do have to actually pick which one you want to use it on. If you guys want a Sunkern, or you guys are going to plan on getting traded a Sunkern, and you want to give that thing a Sunstone to evolve that into Sunflora, you guys can do that. Otherwise, we're just going to use ours on Gloom and get a Blossom. And if we wanted to, you know, trade that up instead of our Vileplume, we could do that. But I'm not going to do that. Nickname it Rose, since we are going to be keeping it and transforming it or evolving it, whatever. Glad we actually found that right there when we did. Alright, let's go. There is a couple of Pokemon that we can find here in the wild, a couple of new ones. Alright, so I just fight a level 52 random Persian, and this leveled up our Golbat to level 42. He now learns Mean Look, and I'm actually going to go ahead and take this, because this is going to prevent any Pokemon that we use this on from fleeing. That means if we actually run into our legendary dog and we put maybe Quick Claw on this, we can probably attack first, and we can prevent it from fleeing. Now, for any of the 3 legendary dogs, they all have the move Roar except for Suicune. And Suicune is going to be ours, so we can actually just use Mean Look and we can keep it from running away and we can actually capture it that way and we don't have to use our Master Ball. I'm going to try and do it that way, and maybe we can actually evolve our damn freaking Golbat into a Crobat soon. Hopefully he evolves right now. Let's probably go ahead and see though. Nope! But as soon as this thing freaking evolves, we can take its freaking XP share and give it Quick Claw. But this is one of the Pokemon that we're looking for. This thing evolved. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce how this. I don't even know how it's pronounced, nor is evolve form. But this thing evolves at level 25. I'm glad we caught it on the first try. All we need now is a Yanma, which we've already encountered. I'm gonna call this thing Monk because it looks like a monk when it evolves. I don't know why it just looks like a monk to me. But yeah, Wobbuffet's at 5% and Yanma's at 10%. So we're gonna be probably looking around here for a while. So I'm probably just gonna keep it moving around this area. Alright, we can actually go down first real quick. Alright, so we're just gonna go down right now. There's gonna be 3 items here. 2 of those are gonna be in the bottom right and bottom left. This is our Sunstone, so we can go ahead and give this to our Gloom once we evolve that Oddish 1 level. Which I might just rare candy it if I'm feeling lazy. Hey, here's one of the ones that we want. Now all we need now is that damn Wobbuffet. Ultra Ball, damn you! This thing for some reason has a really hard catch rate. I don't know why. Gotcha! Dragonfly. It obviously is a dragonfly, right? Not really. It does not really look like a dragonfly at all, actually. Alright, now we go all the way to the left here. That's another item. We're gonna grab that. First, we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom left, and then that'll be all 3 of the items. Can't escape. Oh, don't kill me, bro. Damn, that's insane. Deserve this and more! Yeah, only slightly annoying when that happens. Okay, let's go to the bottom left here, like I said. Alright, all the way down here. We still have strength active, actually. Alright, now we go up here. Fight this guy. Level 50 Sudowoodo. This thing doesn't evolve, by the way. I think it knows that in Silver and Gold too. This thing like is actually just a tree in that game, and you have to water it, and then it attacks you, and then you can capture it. Oh, the heartbreak of losing so easily to you. Forget all the Elite Four in that game. Remember the dragon? I remember everyone except for the first one. First one's Psychic. I know I had like Jynx, I think. Then it was the Bug, and then the Fighting type, and then Dragon. Oh no, I'm dead again. Oh, lucky me. Alright, there's only actually one way to go now. And see that little kind of doorway on the top right there? That's where we're gonna end up, and that's the door that you have to use cut on. That's why it was very important that we used, that we took some of that nose cut. Now after this guy, there's going to be 3 more trainer battles, and then we'll be in there. Damn, 5 rocks, dude? That would have been more annoying if we got paralyzed right there. We couldn't attack. Gonna keep switch training here. Oh no. Yo, we might get knocked the fuck out straight up right now. Oh my goodness. Finally got a Hydro Pump off after like 4 turns. Damn, and survived it in the end. Oh no. I said, oh no. Shit. You know what? Golbat, you're a high enough level. Get your ass in there. Finish this shit up for me, yeah? Don't get confused and hit yourself, I swear to God. I said screw the Crobat, dude. Pain in the ass. Ooh, my man's learning Nightshade. Damn, we move one step. Alright, we'll leave Vaporeon dead because it's his fault for not one-shotting that Kangaskhan anyway with its Hydro Pump, let's be honest. Alright, 3 Pokemon from this guy. I think we're about to get a free heal off you. Full heal, maybe? Damn, 3 HP off. Hey, level 18, let's go. Level 43 for you. Hopefully evolves. I really hope it evolves. There we go, now we're finally fully healed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, actually, I think it's kind of high level and can probably hold its own now. Probably actually start giving it Soothe Bell. Let's go! And as I say that, it starts evolving. As I gave up doing it the freaking old way. So it took us 43 levels without Soothe Bell for this thing to evolve. So if you give it Soothe Bell, it might even take half of that? Finally! My favorite flying poison Pokemon has arrived. Now, do we freaking replace you for somebody? Relaxed nature. Yeah, probably not. But I think we do use this thing for Suicune, so I still think we do that at least. So because of that, I'm gonna give it Quick Claw now. And if we have any Carboses in our bag, I'm gonna give it that. Because I was actually doing that in order to catch Deoxys, because we were just way too low leveled. So I actually paralyzed it with Dragonite, which cut its speed, and then I gave it Quick Claw, and then I used Supersonic on it and made it hit itself a few times. I bit it once, I think, and it was low enough for me to capture. That's actually how I did it. Probably should have told you all that. Give experience here to Spider-Gwen. Yeah, let's just put him out in front here. I'm curious what compelled you to come here. You know, legendary rocks. Look at this beautiful fucking creature. I'm gonna give it a chance. Wanna see what move it uses? Rock Blast. Dude, he hit me 5 times again. Say what you will about this thing's weakness, but put this thing up against a flying type, dude, and it's done. It's done. There we go. You're almost there, Spider-Gwen. Then it'll be Ladybuzz's turn. Alright, last fight here. It's been said that there are mysterious stones on this island. And we're about to open up that cave for everybody. Solar Beam! Alright, one more level for this damn thing too. Alright. Now, I'll probably just show you guys how to open this, right? Check it more thoroughly. Yeah, literally that just says cut. So use cut. And voila, it's open. But I actually need to find this damn Pokemon still, so I'm gonna look around a little bit. Alright, so not only did we finally catch a Wobbuffet, it took us a very long time actually. In matter of fact, it took us 2 days. 2.5 days to find this thing and capture it. Not that I was playing those 2 days long, but during those 2 days, I managed to evolve my Ledybutt into a Ledian and my Spinarak into an Ariados. And we're not gonna stop there. We're also gonna give a Sunstone to our new Gloom here, and it's gonna evolve into a Blossom. Look how cute it is! It looks like a little hula girl. Little hula girl from Hawaii. I should have called it Lilo. Oh my god, that would have been perfect. Alright, time to go in here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop through this little hole right here. Alright, so in order to get through here, I mean, you can read the middle if you want, but that literally just says up. It says up, and then it says left, and then it says right, and then it says down. And voila! We're here. It's the Sapphire. So we got the Ruby and a Sapphire. But wait! Damn, you couldn't have grabbed it a little quicker, Red? Come on, man. You're just Google-eyeing it. He's like, ooh la la, what is this? So shiny. Snatch it up right in front of your face, bro. Come on. Oh, by the way, there was one last Braille inscription in that last floor 5 of the cave. Just to translate it for you guys, I will translate just in case if anyone was wondering. It says, let the 2 glittering stones, one in red, one in blue, connect the past. 2 friends sharing power, open a window to a new world that glows. The next world waits for you. That's what it translates to. Alright, so now it is time to go to 5 Island, and I'm gonna try to take out 5 Island really quickly. Try not to dawdle so much here. There's not too many fights here, so I guess we can just kind of go through it. I did deposit those 2 Pokemon, and I did grab my Natu here. He's gonna evolve kind of shortly. We do want to have 1 empty slot, so let's try and remember to do that. Let's just go straight for the Team Rocket hideout, I think. Let's just do that first. Let's go ahead and cut this down, grab the Pokeball right there. And there's only 1 Pokemon here that we want to capture, and that is Hoppip. We've already seen it. Its final evolution is at level 27. We're going to try to go ahead and get that done too. Good thing all these Pokemon evolve pretty early, so it's not too big of a deal for us. I can't wait till we get that move, Sludge Bomb. We're going to get it very soon. Hopefully we get enough XP to level up this time. Rattata didn't get really... There we go, now my cut went through. I missed like twice. That should hopefully be a level up now. I think for the Elite Four rematch, I'm probably going to get rid of all my HM moves and try to get some more of my old moves back, because I don't like this guy having 3 HMs. You know, I don't think we're going to use him much for the rematch, but you never know. I'll go ahead and full restore this guy real quick. Alright, let's go down here. You'd be wasting your time even if you were to get by me, she says. Why, because you need 2 passwords? Which we have. We have some type of flying move. It is technically better than Wing Attack. Level up. There's nothing past here except our warehouse. What brings you here? I'll be the judge of that. That was an interesting move. I don't think I've ever seen that move before. Memento. Just like killed itself and like lowered my attack. How much, I wonder? Enough for you not to get one-shotted, apparently. Level up? No, no level up. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, let's get in here. 2 passwords, Goldine need log, and yes, nah, chancy. Interesting passwords. Alright, so this is kind of a little bit of a wimpy Team Rocket hideout, I'm not going to lie, but let's just try and get to it real quick. Alrighty. Got the upgrade. Let's fight this person. God, my favorite Fire Dark Pokemon. So cute. God, you got 2 of them? Give me one of them. Give me one of them. Alright. Fight you? Alright. What do you think you're doing? Stomping you. Alright, so, wow, that was really quick. We really should have looked for that Hop Hip. This is a really good Psychic Flying Pokemon, by the way. This thing nukes too a little bit. Alright, I'm actually going to take EXP share off. Now, let's go ahead and actually go down here and grab this other item. Pearl. Alright, let me do it all over again. Or should we take the left arrow? Alright, now we're back here. Alright, now I think we want this top one. Yes, that worked. Okay, so now we just walk this way. Alright, let's check this for a hidden item. Okay, okay. Just be careful where we're going now. Alright. Let's see who can actually learn this. I don't think maybe Vileplume? If Vileplume can't learn it, dude, we freaking riot. Filthy Sludge is hurled at the foe. It may poison a target. Yeah, so this guy's the only one that can learn it. I think once we get rid of Cut for the rematch, we'll teach it to Vileplume. Alright. Alright, so from here, let's actually go down here and fight this guy. And there's one more item. If you actually take those arrows to just to the left of this guy, the ones that we can still take to the left of this guy, and you take it down, you can get a big pearl. So you can kind of decide for yourself if you think that one's worth it or not. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just go, but just because I have to show you guys where, you know, what it is, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But if I were you, I would just leave the big pearl alone. It's not worth going through the whole entire maze over and over again. You can always farm money, you know. I can't believe you survived the hydro pump. Maybe I should have just bit you. I bit myself. Yo, Vaporeon, you better kill this guy. He's about to fuck you up. Say a little bit of encouraging words. I'm sure he felt very encouraged. Or pressured. You know, same difference. Vaporeon's built tough, though. Alright. Enough talking out of my ass. Let's go down here and grab this pearl. Like I said, you guys don't need to be grabbing this. And yes, we are still gonna go back to the game corner and grab Porygon and everything else that we're missing. We should actually have enough. I think we have like close to 100,000 right now. Alright. And we go to the top one, remember? I forgot I'd show you guys how to get here like all in one go. So probably won't cut this part out. There we go. We made it. Last two. I just put my faith in Giovanni and do as I'm told. Yeah, about your boss. Dude went off the grid, sorry. Giovanni got freaking obliterated. Yeah, that might actually hurt. Why did Blast Burn have to miss? Damn, that's crazy. He didn't minimize. I just straight up missed. Oh, damn. You're dead, actually. Damn, have you died this whole playthrough? I think that was his first death. Maybe, I don't know. I just can't remember. Alright, we'll just... He had to have minimized. Did I miss a minimize? No, I'm just straight up missing this guy right now. What's up with that, guys? Alright, what? All these great accuracy moves are missing and he didn't even minimize. Oh my god. Am I in trouble? I mean, Vaporeon's got me, but kind of feels like I'm in trouble. Oh, dude, 2 people dead. By this guy? Okay. I will actually switch to Goddess and use Cut. That's all we got. Yo, this move is nuking my team. My whole entire team is getting nuked by Sludge Bomb. I was about to say this thing could easily do a super effective move of its own. But it went with the damn status effect. Of course it did. Damn, you could have took out the champ right there, dude. This is my last Pokemon. At level 25 I got ain't gonna cut it. Maybe could have been the new boss of Team Rocket and you threw. The admin after me outranks me thoroughly as a trainer. You better still yourself for one harsh shot. So yeah, she switches the arrow, so if you do want to go heal and come back, you can. I'm actually going to go try to catch this Hoppip out here real quick, and probably heal up too, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I can actually find this thing. I've been looking for it. I'm gonna go somewhere real quick where it's actually gonna be 100%. Literally right here. And we're gonna... Oh no. Ah, it's fine. We can fight this guy. He's only got 2 Quick Bird Pokemon, Pidgey and Pidgeotto. God, do I even... Yeah, fuck it. I'll just get him killed real quick. Or not. Damn, everyone's throwing? I'm giving you a shot here. I don't care if you kill him. Well, that was your chance. I feel like I'm being super risky, but I do have max revives just in case any one of these 2 actually do die. Just max revive anyone who's gonna win me the fight. So even if it seems like it's a little bit risky, it's not really. Okay, so right here there's a hidden item. But in this grass we should find a Hoppip with a 100% chance. There we go. Yeah, I've gotten to like maybe 15, 16 fights over there. For some reason I couldn't find the little shit, so I was like, yeah, you know what, we'll just go somewhere where it's guaranteed. Alright, now we give this thing experience share and we will get it to level 27. Alright, here's a full restore on Vaporeon. We're just gonna actually keep chancing it here. Just had to get rid of the paralysis at least. There's 3 bird-type Pokemon trainers on this island, by the way. I'm gonna just kill them all real quick, and then we'll go back and defeat, what's his name? Actually, we probably could just keep going down to the bottom. There's really not much on this island, so might as well just go to the bottom. And we'll go back and defeat the last dude. The guy that stole my damn rock! My little meteorite, my sapphire. How dare he? I saw it first, I called dibs, and he just took it from me like a bully. You know what we do to bullies? We blast burn the shit out of them. Oh look, Apple learned Stun Sport. Damn, 2 level ups? Okay. Flap flap. Alright, another hidden item right here. Citrus Berry, and there's gonna be 1 more trainer and 1 more hidden. It's actually the last hidden item. And then the last trainer. Youngest of the bird Pokemon. First Aurora Beam didn't do it, so the second one will do it. Alright. Level up. Sleep Powder and Stun Spore? Double level up. Okay, I'll take it. I think that's an evolution, right? Next evolution is gonna be at level 27. Alright, let's hop on Surf over here. This is the last part of the bottom part of Island 5. Remember when I told you guys that we need a lemonade? Well, this dead Onix's favorite drink was a lemonade, and we're gonna leave it as an offering. How did I know that? That's crazy. Yeah, and he gives you a very, very good TM. And we're actually gonna teach that to somebody as well. Just not right now. And then Metal Coat, like I said, you give this to... Actually, you can give this either to a Scyther or to an Onix, and that'll evolve them. And if you're lucky and you're in Group C, you will get a big pearl. Right there. Alright. That's quite enough of you playing the hero, kid, spreading lies about how Team Rocket has disbanded. It's such an obvious attempt to cause confusion in our ranks. Bro, I swear to God. Do you guys not have TV or news here? Yeah, you're actually gonna fight 2 people in a row here. This is not the last guy. You're gonna fight this guy, and then after you beat this guy, the guy that stole your precious sapphire is gonna come in. We're gonna be like, hey, you stole my sandwich! Damn, on the first shot, dude? Damn. Can't even play around no more. These guys are so high leveled. I don't think we ever used Waterfall in battle, right? So I was like, let's do it. Wasn't a good idea, it's okay. Maybe we kill this guy in two shots? If we don't get confused on this next turn? Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe we hit ourselves and die instead. That was a coin toss, dude. That was such a coin toss. Alright. Look at him, he's so cool. So cool. And he knows Crunch. That would really hurt some ghost types. Alright, so after, by the way, you defeat these 2, make sure you have at least 1 empty spot in your party, because we are going to go ahead and get an egg type Pokemon. And just in case nobody knows what it is, I'll wait. I won't spoil the surprise. But it's going to be another Pokemon that we are going to want to evolve, and it's going to take us a little bit of time to do. Full Restore Dragonite, because he keeps getting poisoned. Alright, you, give me back my Sapphire. Listen, I might be 10, but I got a hell of a lot of money to hire a lawyer. You don't want to be stealing from me, dog. I'll get you one way or the other. I should have let him soul it and then sue him, right? Shoot. Alright, this guy's got all thunder Pokemon. Ooh, do you use Explosion here? I want someone to use Explosion, dude. Dude, a charge? A charge and then an Explosion? Freaking Vegeta's Final Atonement here. Oh, that was your chance, dude. I swear no one knows Explosion. Leech Seed? I'll pass. Alright, Magnemite. And after we get that egg, we know we're in Group C, so there's going to be an island where we're going to get more recurring items. Since we're in Group C, we know we're going to get the Nest Ball and the Star Piece. That's going to be the 2 items that we can get it for Group C. If you're Group B, you're going to be able to get 2 Stardust. Just thought I would just throw that out right now. While we're waiting, doing this battle. Porygon! Yeah, we're gonna get this thing still. We still gotta go to the game corner and get him. We're also gonna be getting the upgrade item soon. That's gonna be an item that's actually gonna be a held item for Porygon. So that when you trade it, holding the upgrade, it's gonna actually upgrade it to Porygon 2. Thank you for my rock back, dude. That's all I wanted. Jeez, is that so hard? I just took down your whole operation. I don't even give a crap what you were doing. I just want my rock. Let's go down here to the left now. I think we got one more item. Here we go. PP up. Alright, now all we have is this top left side, and then we'll be done with islands 4, 5, and 6. So we're only going to have one more island after this. It's going to be island 7. Alright, so Repel is active. We don't need to... Well, there's no new Pokemon for us, so... Literally all we got to do is just get through this. Hey, guy. You got an egg from the old man. I'm glad I met someone like you. Yeah, so you can only get this egg if you have a Pokemon with max happiness, by the way. So, if you had like Crobat or... I mean, by now, if you have anyone that's been with you since the beginning of the game, even like Charizard or Vileplume, honestly, any one of these guys would have done it. Alright, this lady has a Pikachu, a Clefairy, and a Meryl. All the egg Pokemon. Crazy, right? 3 more levels for that thing. And yeah, we have to do a lot of walking too to hatch that egg, so I think once we get to probably Island 7, we're gonna get to another decent training spot. Probably just gonna go ahead and do that, because I do want to capture one very, very good Pokemon on Island 7, and I'm actually gonna add it to the team. I don't know who I'm gonna take out yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. It's very, very cool Pokemon. So I'll probably be doing a lot of verse training, and probably level it up while I walk around a bit and hatch that damn egg. Alright. Let's go back this way. Wrong way. Now we're gonna go up. I think we got like 7 trainer battles here now. I think the most Pokemon they have is like 3, a few of them. Alright, and since we are in Group C, then we can get our... Oh, no way, our group changed. Well, I guess we can go to the center then. We should be at least be able to get the 2 Stardusts. That's where the Nest Ball is. Uh-oh. Damn, we're not in Group B either. We went to Group A? Damn, that's crazy. That's unfortunate. That's okay. We don't need any of those items. We don't need a nest ball, stardust, or star pieces, but they'd all be around up here. If you guys are in the right group, you'll get one. One more level. Alright, let's get into a double battle. We haven't had one of those in a long time, huh? Oh, they didn't even do it. They didn't double battle me. That's unfortunate. They forced a single here. Alright, so this lady, I think above me. There she is. This lady is very, very rich. So all her Pokemon are actually holding on to items that will make you rich. So her Mareeps will give you Stardust if you want a Thief. And Flaffy will give you a Nugget. Now keep in mind you can only steal one item with Thief, so you're gonna have to pick which item you want to steal. You can only steal and hold one item, so obviously if I were you, I would go for the Nugget. It's worth 5,000, it's worth the most. But if for some reason you have like multiple Thieves, then feel free to steal all three of these. Or if you have the item, the move knockoff, you could just knock off the item. Alright, nice. We can take experience share from that one now, and we're gonna wait until the next Pokemon that we have to train up. Alright, thank you very much. Next fight. Totally forgot to take that experience share. Alright, so this is Selfie's house. You guys don't know her yet, but we're gonna meet her. Time to go this way. Our next destination is going to be the Lost Cave. That's literally right in front of us. Alright, a Tentacool and a Tentacruel next. I don't think I can one-shot this thing with the Solar Beam, but let's see what happens. Close. Super close. Oh, thank you for not using a full restore or something. Alright, so now it's cave time. There's only going to be 2 trainers in the cave, and actually a bunch of good items for us, so... It's going to be like a lot of Zubat, Golbat, and a bunch of ghost Pokemon. There's actually going to be 2 new Pokemon that we can capture in there. A Misdrevious, and oh, let me double check, make sure there's no items here. Yeah, so if you are on Leaf Green, you can get a Misdrevious. If you are in Fire Red, you can get a Murkrow. Neither of those Pokemon evolve. But, let's go ahead and fight this guy before I explain the layout of this cave. Alright. Defeated. Alright, so in order to get through this cave, you gotta think of a clock. Like a random clockwise clock, right? With the little hands. Right, so there's 3 rocks in this room. That adds up to 3. So the right way to go is to the right. That would be 3 o'clock, right? So up would be 12, 3 o'clock would be right, 6 o'clock would be down, and 9 o'clock would be left. Just in case no one knows how to read a clock. Right? See, now the layout changed. There are all 12 rocks. So the right way to go is up. However, there are a couple of rooms that are not quite it. In fact, it would be, I think, the opposite way of the right way. And that way is going to have an item for you. So this one has lax incense. And now you see we're back in the first room. So yeah, unfortunately we gotta keep doing it. But he tells you the hint. I'm trying to get out of here, but I always end up at the same spot. Maybe the number of boulders is a hint. You're onto something, damn it. You're onto something! Alright, so we're gonna go east, north, south, north. And we're gonna be getting a sea incense. Now we're gonna go back to the beginning, right? We're gonna do it again. East, north, south. Now we're gonna fight this lady and we're gonna go south again. We're gonna go down. Damn, you barely lived. Alright, Dragonite, you got it. I think the best thing for this thing to hold, actually, would probably be something to cure confusion. You know, kind of do like a Snorlax combo. Do Outrage and just have a berry to cure confusion. I think that would be like the most clutch thing for Dragonite. At least with Outrage. I'm gonna kill myself. I think I'm dead. I got scrapped by a... How do you even say this thing's name? Like the pronunciation of it? I don't know. I'm scared to try it. Maybe like a Shatu? I don't know. Alright, so like I said, down, and we're gonna go right twice. Alright, that's a max revive. Alright, now we only have one more, so we're gonna go east, up, down, down, right, left, down, and then left. This is gonna be our last one. It's gonna be a rare candy. Alright, now we have only one way to go. The right way. So right, up, down, down, right, left, down, and the final one is only 3. We're gonna go right. That was not the final one. I lied to you again. We're gonna go up. Alright, so this is Selfie. This is that lady's house on that island. She only has 2 Pokemon, but all her Pokemon have nuggets, so you can steal some more stuff if you want. Once you beat this girl, she's gonna be in her house, and she's going to occasionally ask you, actually, it's more than occasionally, after every 250 steps taken, she's gonna want to see a different Pokemon. And each time you're going to have a random item that she's going to give you. So among the random items, you're going to be able to get a Luxury Ball, a Nugget, a Pearl, a Big Pearl, a Stardust or Star Piece, or with the lowest chance, a Rare Candy. And since we have basically every damn Pokemon in the whole entire Pokedex, we're going to be able to show her any one of those Pokemon that she asks us to, except, with the exception of, you know, if it's like a first form, like if she wants a Nidoran instead of like a Nidoking, right? Because we evolved all our Nidorans, so we're not going to be able to do it, but you guys get the point. More than likely, you're going to be able to show her whatever Pokemon she's asking for. And every single random item percentage is going to be at 5%. Other than the luxury ball, that's going to be, you're going to have a 70% chance to get the luxury ball. So more than likely, you're going to get a luxury ball. Or if you're lucky, you'll get one of the other items. You have a 1 in 6 chance, basically, to get any of the other items. Also, that final room in that cave, you guys can grab a silk scarf if you go back. But I think you gotta go back after you defeat the Elite Four again? I don't know. You know what? Let's talk to her, see what random Pokemon she wants. I wish to see a Pokemon. My darling Sentret. Yeah, so we already evolved that thing. So we would literally have to go capture another Sentret. Let me go back to this cave and let me see if I can go grab that silk scarf or if we gotta do it after. I think we can do it now, but I just want to make sure. Let's go right, up, down, down again, right, left, down, right, up. Ah, it's here. Alright, nice. And Silk Scarf is going to boost, I think, your normal type moves. So if you guys are going to get that move that I told you guys about, Body Slam, yeah, that thing would be really nice. Or if you guys have a Snorlax, give this thing to Snorlax, dude. Give this thing to your leveled up, cracked out Snorlax and watch him shit on the whole entire Elite Four by himself. Now, unfortunately, I also have to catch a Murkrow, but it's at 5%. So I'm going to rummage around here and try to capture one, and I'll show you guys the Murkrow later. Let's check on our egg. An odd Pokemon egg obtained from the Traveling Man. It occasionally moves. It should hatch soon. Oh, are we actually close to hatching it? Let's get on our bicycle and run around a bit. Actually, you know what? Let's go. I know where we're gonna go. Huge wide open space. You guys didn't know, if I didn't say it before, each step you take goes towards hatching your egg. So let's just say 2,000 to 5,000 steps. Even though this one has set steps because it's a set Pokemon, it's not going to be random like most games. But we'll just say like 2,000 steps and your egg will hatch. And you can keep checking on it every single time its description changes. It's getting closer to hatching. Now, yeah, I hope you guys really like this longer episode. Like I said, I figured I was going to get busy or something, and I figured I would have to make this post-game some episode, like a really long one, because like I said, I want to do Halo Campaign Evolved on the 28th, and for me it's the 26th right now, so I'll have 2 days and I literally still have to finish out the whole entire work week. So hopefully maybe Friday or Saturday when I don't work one of my jobs, I'll be able to get something started for that game. I know everyone's already pumping it out because they actually bought it, which I absolutely support because, you know, Halo Campaign Evolved, dude. It don't matter how many times they remaster the first Halo, dude. You just take my money, take my wallet. But I do have Game Pass still. I got grandfathered in. I was gonna cancel it when they raised the prices, but I figured since they were lenient enough and nice enough to keep me at the price I was at, since I was grandfathered in, I was like, all right, you guys win. I won't cancel it. But I really was gonna cancel that bitch so fast. But since it is coming out on Game Pass, it's free, so I'm just gonna download it and play the crap out of it. But if it wasn't, even if it wasn't on Game Pass, I still would have bought it because, like I said, one of my favorite Xbox exclusives ever. I literally got Halo Combat Evolved on the original fat Xbox when I was a kid, and I actually played the demo of it, and while I was playing Time Splitters 2, I don't know, I know I have a couple of OGs on the channel. People my age, you guys might remember, you know, a bunch of those games. Old Xbox games, Toe Jam and Earl for one, Time Splitters, a bunch of games that I freaking love. Really? This egg is not hatching. Well, you guys get to hear me talk about the old days, I guess. But yeah, don't know even if I'm going to be able to get all of this done, edited, and over with my busy schedule, but I'm going to try to push it a little bit and get it all out because I really want to focus on Halo. But after Halo, dude, hopefully nothing surprise drops or comes out, like we don't get a Fallout 3 remastered or Fallout New Vegas remastered, or, you know, they don't drop the Witcher 3 DLC like quicker than I freaking thought, because my god, dude, I really want to try to get Starfield done, and it is just always getting pushed back, and you know, I don't make it a priority, and I really want to get that game done, but come on, hatch! This is the Pokemon that's gonna get our next experience share for a little bit. It's a Togepi! And to be honest, I've always wanted a Togetic? That's what it's called, right? Togetic? I'm gonna call it Baby. The baby! Gentle nature. Because I did promise that I was gonna go ahead and do it, but I might actually have to do it off screen again. But we're gonna go fight 2 more legendary Pokemon. We're gonna go to Navel Rock! Hopefully I have enough Ultra Balls for this too, but whatever. Here we are, Navel Rock! And we're gonna go left first. Actually, first we're gonna go all the way up top. The first 2 forks are gonna be dead ends, but I actually want to try something. It's gonna be very, very risky because I could possibly lose out on a legendary Pokemon forever. But I read somewhere, I don't know if it was a Reddit post or a tweet or whatever, I read that you can respawn legendaries if you beat the Elite Four just for these 2 Pokemon and also Deoxys. I want to try and do a Mythbuster thing and see if it's legit or not. And I hope it's not, because I'm just basically not going to save because it's been like an hour and a half of recording. I don't want to lose it and have to redo all that. You guys understand. You guys, you know, we've been through this. But I'm not going to save it. I'm going to try and capture this thing and drag it out as long as I can. And hopefully I can capture it. If not, if I kill it, hopefully we'll see if this myth is true. So let's see if I can respawn this legendary Pokemon. But if not, then fuck, I'll just go ahead and save it in the next Pokemon, the next legendary. Cause there's 2 legendary Pokemon here, and I'll save it after the first one just in case. But yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Alright, so first fork in the road, we're just gonna run right by it. Second fork in the road, we're gonna run right by it too. It literally goes to dead ends. Alright, so now we have a left and a right, a top and a bottom, I guess. We're just gonna go left first and go up. It's gonna be a lot of ladders. And we have Ho-Oh! And maybe I should have saved it because this beast is at level 70. Yeah, we might actually die. God, I hope we don't die. Dude, this thing's so fucked up. It's literally... This thing is Adam moves, it's using Struggle, so I literally have to... Oh, I have like 1 more Pokeball to catch this thing. The Pokeball of Destiny! Well, at least Togepi got a lot of levels. God, I freaking nuked that bird. I guess he nuked himself. Wasted all my Ultra Balls, dude. Alright, so here's the thing. Without turning off your game or whatever. So I didn't save. I'm actually going to save right now. Screw it! If this doesn't work, then it just doesn't work. I'm not going to redo everything that I just did. Well, boys, I killed it. And I have 10 Ultra Balls left. I'm going to go all the way down here. And we are going to try again for Lugia. Now, I was told that only for these 3 legendaries, Deoxys, Lugia, and Ho-Oh, if you actually kill it or run away, you can actually respawn them if you just beat the Elite Four again. So I'm going to actually try that. I wanted to try that anyway to see or confirm if it worked. Yeah, I made Ho-Oh run out of all his moves and he just killed me because he unfortunately just had to use the move Struggle. That's the only thing that I had left. So I'm going to try and do this again with Lugia and see if I can capture this thing. But this time I think I'm going to save. Alright, so let's try this again. This time it's your turn, Lugia. And this thing's also level 72. A freaking menace. So cool! This thing also knows Recover, by the way, so it's going to be healing a lot. Alright, same strat. Let's get this thing low. Thunder Wave it. And see if one of our last Ultra Balls stick. Oh my god, we got a legendary. Oh my god, what do you look like? Lax Nature, met Navel Rock at level 70. Alright, so this one's defensive. I'm pretty sure Ho-Oh would have been offensive if we didn't absolutely get him to kill himself. God, we bullied it so bad it literally killed itself. It's crazy. Literally has Hydro Pump and Recover. Damn, we might actually take this for Vaporeon. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I won't abuse the legendaries. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn in our Sapphire into Celio now and end the episode. And like I said, I will try to see if that little myth has any truth to it. I just went to the Pokemon League just now, and it is closed off, and I think it's closed off until we complete all of the 7 islands. So we still have the 7th island to do, and I think we can re-challenge them and do the rematch. But once you give this guy the Sapphire, you can now begin trading from other games like Sapphire and Ruby. That's why we got the Sapphire and Ruby. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to clear out Island 7. I'll also probably show you guys Murkrow, because I realized I just didn't do that. But yeah, so Murkrow and Island 7 in the next video, and then we have 2 more legendary Pokemon to capture, and then we will be finally finishing off a series with the Elite Four rematch. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a successful week or weekend, all my successful gamers.